Hey everyone, this is your buddy Oracle Buddy. Hope you are doing well. In today's video, we will discuss about how to create a transfer. So let's begin. First, we have to go to tasks. In inventory section, we can see we have option like create transfer and manage transfer and create mass return transfer, manage mass. So in today's video, we will try to create a transfer. So we'll click on create transfer. So transfer is basically the movement of goods from one location to other. Once you click on the create transfer. So in transfer type, we have different type of transfers like administrative, book transfer, confirmation, intercompany, manual allocation, reallocation, return to vendor. So we will try to create a manual location type of transfer here. So if you want to know more about this transfer type, please refer to our video on inventory management transfer. I will share the link after this end of this video. Please check out there. So inventory status, like if you want to move any available units or unavailable from location. So from location, either you can move, transfers can be done from store to warehouse, warehouse to store to store, warehouse to warehouse. So you can choose any of it. So the main difference between the transfer and allocation is that allocation is always from warehouse to store, but transfer can be done from warehouse to store or store to warehouse or store to store or warehouse to warehouse. So let's select one warehouse if we want to do. Okay, so let's try moving the from warehouse 999. So we have a finisher, which is not a mandatory field for transfer. So finisher is basically intermediate between the from location and to location, which will help in suppose packaging or repackaging or distribution. So these type of things can be done by finisher. For now, we will not use any finisher. To location, again, we can use store or warehouse. Let's select a warehouse and we will try to move it to another warehouse. So here is a delivery date. So let's select one date. You can choose it as per your requirement. Click on OK. So now we got our transfer number here. So if you see the transfer number is there, delivery date is there, not after date also you can choose. So it will not be transferred after this date. So from location, from warehouse to warehouse is there. If you want to add any comment, you can add a comment. So let's try to see how database looks like for this transfer. So let's put the transfer number here. So in TSF head, right now we don't have any entry. In TSF detail also, we will not have any entry. Shipment also, because we have not created any shipment yet. So no entry right there. So let me try to save it. So if you see the transfer is in input status. So first status for transfer is input. So right now in input, once I save that, it inserted a record in TSF head with from location to location, transfer type is MR, status is I. So you have to keep a note on this. This is the first status. How does it look? So last update time, if you see, it is 9:51 for 7th Feb. Test user is the this, and if you see transfer type is MR and I. So keep a note of this. This is the first time status in input. Next is TSF detail. We don't have any entry in TSF detail as of now. Now let's try to add a detail. So in detail, we will try to add an item. So let's add an item here. So in item, we need to add an item. So let's pick an item. Let's pick an item. So we have added the item. Quantity type, we have manual and total stock on hand. So transfer quantity we can give. Suppose let's try to move only one quantity. So if you see here, available quantity is mentioned here. We have 8 eaches. So we are trying to move only one each. You can click on OK to add. If you want to add another item, you can click on OK and add on. Let's click on OK. So once you click on OK, item is already added. So in more actions, we have up charges, appointment, currency, unit of measure. You want to add anything or change. So now we will save it. So once we click on save, so now let's check in TSF detail. So now in TSF detail, we can see TSF detail entry has been entered with item and transfer quantity. You can see ship quantity is null, receive quantity is null. And in TSF head, the status is still I because we have not submitted yet. So let's try to see. So in the item lock, if we see the item and location and stock on hand is currently 8 and stock on hand update is 21st November, in transit is 0, reserved is 0, expected is 0 for the two location and quantity last quantity received is 9. For the from to the two, this is the from location, and now we will see for the two location. So this is stock on hand is currently 1, stock on hand update is this, in transit is 0, reserved is 0, expected is 0, and the last update date time and received date time is this. So now let's try to submit this. So let's click on submit. So once you click on submit, the status has been changed to submitted. Now click on save. Let's check the tables now. So let's check the item log. So once it is submitted, you can see item TSF reserved quantity has been populated as 1. So what does it mean? That once the transfer is submitted, so two location has reserved this quantity for this transfer. So that's why the TSF reserved quantity has been populated here. And similarly in the two location, let's see. So in two location, if you are see, TSF expected quantity has been updated to 1. It means that two location is expecting 1 unit from the from location. That's why it has updated this TSF expected quantity. Wherever stock on hand and all those in transit and TSF reserve, for this there will be no TSF reserve because it is the two location. So this will be the major changes which will happen in the item log. So let's check for the TSF head now. In TSF head, if you see, the status has become B, which is submitted. And in TSF detail, if you see, so it is only TSF quantity. There is no shipment happened. So that's why there is no change in the ship quantity and receive quantity. So let's try to see the Tran data also. if there is any entry in Tran data. So as of now, there is no Tran data entry has been happened. So till it is submitted, there is no Tran data entry has happened. So now let's try to approve it. So now let's click on save button. Don't forget to save it, otherwise it will not reflect in the database. So now again we will see the tables. So from location, so there is no change in item lock SOH. To location, there is no change. Let's try to see TSF head. In TSF head, if when we see the status has become approved, TSF detail, there is no change. Shipment, there will be no shipment because we have not shipped it yet. And Tran data, there is no update. So till now, once till the transfer is approved, so there is no entry in Tran data because no transaction has happened. So if you see here, there is a ship button now. So you will click on ship button. So it says, do you want to create a shipment for this transfer? You will click yes. So once you click on yes, it will create the bowl number, bill of lading number. So we will copy this bill of lading number, which will help us to receive this transfer. So bill of lading number is created. We'll click on OK and we will click on save. So now we will again see how does it change. First, we will check from location item lock SOH. So here, if you see transfer reserved quantity is 0 now. Stock on hand has been deducted from 8 to 7. So the item is shipped now. So stock on hand is reduced for from location to 7. Stock on hand update date time is changed. Reserve bucket is empty now. And the last update time and last update time also has been changed. 9:58. So now we will see for the to location. For the to location, if you see, stock on hand is still 1 because to location has not yet received the stock. Stock on hand update time is still old because stock is not received yet. In transit quantity is 1 because it is on the way. Transfer expected quantity is 0 because now it is confirmed and it is on the way. Last update time is 7th is today's date, and last received date is not changed yet, and quantity received is 1, which is the old received quantity of it. Now we will see in TSF head. TSF head is in S status, which is shipped. TSF detail, if you see TSF quantity is 1, now the ship quantity bucket has been updated to 1 for this one. Let's try to put the bowl number here, which we copied there. And let's try to see the shipment. So if you see, shipment number is created for this bowl number. And the status code is I, which is input because it is not received yet. Let's check the ship SKU table. So we need to put the distro number. So distro number will be the TSF number. Let's put the TSF number as distro number. And let's see. So here you can see shipment number, item, distro number, carton, and quantity received is 0 as of now. Quantity expected is 1. And create date time is 7th Feb. Last update time will have 9:58. So now let's try to, so if you see here, the transfer next status is in progress. The status has been changed to in progress. Let's save and close. So now let's try to receive this shipment, transfer shipment. So we'll click on task. Then we will go to manage bill of lading. We'll put the bowl number here. Or you can put the distro number or order transfer number as well, and search. Okay, we'll go to shipments and we'll put the bowl number here. And then you can see, you can put the distro number also here in shipments because we are trying to receive. So now the shipment number is here. Let's try to see what is there in shipment. So shipment status is in input, item number is this, distro number is this, expected is 1 and received is 0. In action, we can export to Excel if we want to export to detail. So we'll go back to receive the shipment. So now you see here receive shipment button is there. If you click here, you can receive it by item or carton. So let's receive shipment by item. So once you click on receive shipment by item, you can either do a default or you can edit it and put the quantity whatever you want. As we have used only one quantity, so otherwise if it is 10 quantities, we can receive only 5 or less than 10, whatever, for a partial receipt. So let's click on default for now. So once you click default, the quantity 1 is updated, and save and close. Once you click on save and close, a confirmation pop-up window opens. Do you want to receive the items in this shipment? Click on yes. Now, if you click on shipment, you will see it has changed to received status. And the receive date is populated. Ship date and receive date you can see here. You can see here the ship date and the receipt date also. I think I have to refresh it. So once you can see now, previously received date was not there. Now received date and the status has been changed to received. Now we will click on done. So our transfer shipment is received now. Let's see how it changed the table in backend. So we will click on stock on hand for the from location. Stock on hand was 7 already. And now if you see last update item is 7. All other buckets are null, 0. In to location also, stock on hand is increased to 2. In transit has become 0. Last update date time is changed to 10 a.m. now. Last received is the business date, which is 6 Feb, and quantity received is 1. Now let's check in the TSF head. So TSF head status is S. Now TSF detail, if we see, so if you see here, the received quantity bucket has been updated to 1, TSF quantity 1, ship quantity 1, and received quantity 1. So let's check the shipment table. So shipment table, so if you see, status has become R now. And if we see the ship's queue also, the status code has become A, quantity received 1, quantity expected was 1, quantity received is 1 now. So let's now check the Tran data. So if we see here, so Tran data 32 is posted, Tran data 30 is posted. So Tran data 30 is transfer in for the to location and 32 for the from location, 30 transfer out. So transfer has inventory has moved from this location to this location. So this is transfer out 32, transfer in 30, and 44 is the receiving. For receiving, it has posted. So once you ship it, these two will be posted, and once you receive, the shipment will be posted for 1 unit. So important things are there. Here you can see item number, location, Tran codes. Here you see ref number 1, which is the transfer number. Ref number 2 is the shipment number. So this is the stock ledger SQL write financials posted for 30 and 32 by program. And the stock ledger order receive SQL for the when we received the shipment. So that is all for transfer. Hope you enjoyed my content. I invite you to subscribe my channel Oracle Buddy. Please hit the subscribe button and become a part of our family. Your support means the world to me. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.